memorial service for Mom is about to start. But I'm worried that our dear Auntie Rallis is going to try something.
You're done already? But I was just getting warmed up.
This is not over.
But of course it's not. This was so fun. Let's do it again, shall we?
Oh wow, she's rewinding time.
We're about to kick your butt.
No! Stop! You don't remember, but we already lost!
Oh, it seems like one of you has some decent time power within. But you can't stop it, darlings.
Oh no! We need a miracle to save us.
Who is that?
I will transport you to safety.
Leaving so soon? Oh well, I suppose I should just carry on and retrieve the flower then.
What?
What just happened? We barely escaped alive. That statue saved us.
I am not a statue. However, you are otherwise correct. I used my maximum acceleration to remove you from danger.
And thank goodness you did. I was afraid we were done for.
Not to be ungrateful, but who are you? What are you?
I am JKR, unit number 721, one of the witnesses.
JKR 721? That's quite a mouthful. How about I just call you K for short?
Kay? Where'd you get that from?
What? I think it's pretty normal to use someone's middle name as a nickname.
Well, I guess I can't argue with that.
You may address me however you prefer.
Well, thank you very much for saving us, Mr. K. We're all pretty beat up. We need somewhere safe to rest. Let's head to Paulina and regroup.
Oh, the walk back to Paulina. Oh no.
Seems like you can use the shoe here. Do you want?
Sure.
Do you want to land?
Yes.
Seems like you can.
Sure.
Do you want to land here?
Yes, this is the right place.
Oh, my darlings, just look at your clothes. Something dreadful must have happened.
You don't know the half of it, Miss Paulina. Do you mind if we rest here for a while?
Of course, of course. Make yourself at home.
We should be safe here for a while. Thank you again, Mr. K. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't saved us.
The action was consistent with my nature.
How do you mean?
I am not entirely sure. The relevant entries appear to be missing from my memory banks.
You're one of those witnesses, right? Do you know Paulina and Buki?
Buki? Right. That's me. It's nice to meet you, dearie. For the first time? Maybe?
I do detect something familiar about them, but I cannot recall our specific relationship.
Me neither. Although there's at least one thing we know for sure. I was definitely not your stylist. Although I wouldn't mind finding out who was.
While I appreciate all the catching up, I think we should allow Crisbell and her friends to sleep.
Thanks, Matthias. I'll resume in the morning. Alright, that's enough rest. We still need to get those mineral samples to Mr. Rojo at the cathedral.
If that is where you are headed, then I shall accompany you.
Great! I knew we could count on you, Kay.
What exactly makes you want to follow us around?
I have unfortunately lost the data that was supposed to be stored in my memory banks. I will need to begin accumulating replacement knowledge about the world as I search for the cause. I am certain I was created with a purpose. I wish to discover what it was.
So, you want to find out more about who you are and why you lost your memories? I suppose that makes sense. Just try not to get in our way.
There is no need to worry. I have significant combat capabilities.
Ooh, new party member.
Have a safe trip, my darlings. Feel free to come back anytime. Hope you all managed to get some rest.
We have everything Rojo...
Isn't Rojo waiting for us in the cathedral? We shouldn't keep it.
Oh boy.
Monsters! What are they doing here?
They must have found their way here from deeper in the mines.
This will serve as a good opportunity for me to demonstrate my capabilities. My style of combat is different than that of a typical human. My body is constantly being supplied with crystal energy, so I do not use mana. I have great speed and stamina, allowing me to strike many times whenever I attack an enemy. However, whenever I attack or use a skill, my heat level rises. As it rises, I become stronger, but there is also a risk of overheating my systems. Let us proceed to a demonstration. Press the button each time I begin to glow to trigger additional attacks. Whenever I attack or use a skill, my heat level rises. As it rises, I become stronger, but I run the risk of overheating myself. I also possess the ability to change the positions of enemies. By using my juggle skill, I can move this enemy to the other side of the battle. Now, let me demonstrate my impact strikes. For this attack, press the button repeatedly. Now, let us finish disposing of these errant monsters.
Oh wow. Not too.
Hello, Mr. Rojo. We brought the mineral water.
Well, I see you're as good as your word. It's nice to see that someone around here is.
How long do you think the repairs will take?
Yeah, I heard you. But it still seems like it's still acting up.
Too long. Just hold on tight. And there we have it. Good as new.
This is impressive handiwork.
Yeah, I just barely got a new character.
The mural is fit. Crisbell, why don't you try approaching the altar now?
Man, that was a lot of work.
That leaves just 2 more cathedrals to visit. One in Cinder and one in Crystalis.
Had to get this mural fixed, and it's taking up most of my game time.
Although, I think we still have a little bit of unfinished business here. Uncle Wilhelm, there you are.
Oh, hi, Risa. What are you doing here?
She just said she was looking for me. What is it, Risa? Is everything okay?
Not exactly. The memorial service for Mom is about to start. But I'm worried that our dear Auntie Rallis is going to try something. Lucio and I haven't found any concrete evidence to use against her yet. But after what we all saw in the museum, I just know she had something to do with Mom's death.
I see. Crisbell, I knew Gladys for a long time. She was more than just a close friend. She was like a sister to me. I'd really like to attend this memorial service. And maybe we can help straighten out whatever's going on with them.
Say no more, Maestro. We understand. And Risa, of course we'll help. Great! The memorial service is being held at the 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 mansion on the north side of town. I'll see you all there.
Yeah, I had heard something about that. That sounds really bad.
I recognize some of these things. Normally when I pass by a city, all the people and things have disappeared into the flow of time.
Maybe this is a strange question, Mr. K, but does that mean you don't have any friends?
This character is weird.
I have had many friends, but it is not the same with me as it is with you. Once I really know a person, that is enough for me. Then I move on.
That sounds really sad.
I don't feel that way. After all, humans have such short lives that there are always new people to know.
If I can ever find my controller to my Switch. Oh boy.
I don't really like being in places this crowded.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed this behavior previously.
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels almost like the whole city is gathered here.
She was the head of the 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 family. She had a kind heart that cared for everyone, without distinction. And she always put the well-being of Tulira first. She was a good friend.
Shh, it's starting.
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our beloved matron, Gladys Orowitz. May her soul find peace in the warm arms of the Lady. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many stories of her selflessness and kindness. So today, although we mourn, we should also try to celebrate a life well lived. I ask that everyone please come together, take a moment, and share your happy memories of Lady Gladys with each other. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with smiles than with tears.
So what do we do now? Let's go talk to Uncle Lucio.
She was a great teacher. We're going to miss her.
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was the first one to encourage me. She was always like that, bringing out the best in people.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist. Half the things in the museum were donated by her.
You won't get anything from that diary! Besides, it's not like anyone will believe you.
I can't believe I used to teach you kids.
She was a good person. She even liked natural magic.
I'm glad none of those Sindarians came. I simply don't understand how Gladys could have been so sympathetic towards them.
It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can live forever.
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of the war. And she always greeted returning soldiers with the warmest of smiles. I can almost see her now.
I hate that Risa. She doesn't even go to mass often enough.
Oh, is that Professor Wilhelm I see? I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly. Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
I have to say, you did an excellent job educating the children. If only Gladys had focused on their manners a little bit more. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much. It would be rude under the circumstances. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more appropriate time.
I definitely will.
Master Wilhelm, I'm happy you made it. Gladys would have wanted you here.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa let me know what was happening. Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation into Rallis?
Some. Supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living abroad. Almost no one here seems to remember her, although both the twins vouched for her. I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find anyone who actually recalls seeing her there. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our word against hers. And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but one can't interrogate the dead.
Maybe there's something I can do to help with that.
How so? What do you mean?
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic to find out what she's saying.
Leave it to me, Crisbell.
So glad you could make it, Wilhelm. It would have been important for Gladys.
Glad to see you made it, Master Wilhelm.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
It warms my heart to see the city prospering like this. My children seem to think I'm invincible, but I won't be here to guide them forever. I suppose there's only one thing left to do. Time to go finish that will I've been working on.
Oh, she had a... Hey! She had a will.
I should probably tell Mr. Lucio about this.
Crisbell, did you learn anything useful?
I think so, Mr. Lucio. Did you know Lady Gladys left a will?
I knew she started working on one, once, but not what became of it.
My friends, we now have a special announcement. Lady Rallis wishes to address the group.
Uh-oh.
Today is indeed a very sad day.
Hey, that's the bird lady I saw. I think.
But the Orowitz family must move forward. I'm sure that is what Gladys would have wanted. And to that end, we do have some business that needs to be resolved. The family needs to choose a new matriarch. Before her tragic death, my dear sister Gladys made me promise that I would take care of the family if anything happened to her. She was quite insistent that the family fortune be protected and stay within the family. So, it is with a heavy heart that I nominate myself for the role.
Of course she would nominate herself. Probably has something to do with her death.
That woman kidnapped my Franny.
And she plotted with the Empress.
And she came out of a magic portal and smashed the mural.
And she... Wait, what?
Buki, are you saying you saw what happened?
Yes. No? Maybe. I think. I'm sorry, dearie. My memory hasn't been the same ever since I lost my part.
All these witnesses, they all seem to have a memory loss.
Maybe Rallis disassembled her to prevent her from telling the story.
If we can find the missing components, I think it should be possible to repair her.
Wow, Kay. Talk about being reliable.
Do you know where the rest of your body might be, Miss Buki?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can still feel around them a bit. They're somewhere salty and dark and full of monsters. Not very pleasant.
That sounds like the depths of the salt mines. Let's go check it out.
That's all for today, guys. Anyways, I hope that you have a good day today, and if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button in the face, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.